for you. This first piece is a mix of a dream and kind of a plea about taking from the inside out and outside in. It's called Close the Door. Lift your head up from the bed. There still be a hat upon my head. The silver wings slice the sky and lifts the cabin. Engineers understand and can precisely show the math for how and why. Anyway, could, but if they don't, just because they might be accused of being slow or even distract, well, by reading sports scores, heaven knows what they'll do with that. It leaves me flat. Ever wonder why, when you look up, all the stars seem to twinkle, sparkle in their velvet cup? No, it's not something I'm making up. Ever watch them as they sweep the skies, and each poised in their new synchronized location to see dawns rise? The astronomers could explain, you see, with calculations precisely, in these fiery orbs, regular as clockwork, their ambulations and perturbations. If you ever climb down from your empty bookless tree and set the phone down, look around, there's a whole blooming world before thee. The fluids and gases you exchange walking round are created from processes deep in the weave of some stars boiling down. Then they'll mix in us again after crossing distances profound. Look up from the phone. There might still be someone at home. You needn't be alone. Dive deep into some scientific invention or some electricity question. Learn a couple things, at least a minor intellectual obsession may lead you to discover a piece. Take your brain out for that kind of feast. It'll nourish you and bring you to discover some new revelation, or maybe a lover at some distant station. Now this one, we think of like looking out into the sky, looking out into the cosmos and discovering things out there. But what if we turn that around? What if we think for just a moment about cosmic rays reaching out and discovering us? So I want you to go with me, and we're going to talk about Amaterasu, a blast of cosmic energy that was picked up in a Utah array. Amaterasu is discovering you, flashing, undetected except for the Utah array, striking with such high energetic charge we really can't say. Coming from our area called the local void, this is exactly one of the reasons that has scientists most annoyed. The energetic particle, the Amaterasu moment, a wee bit of high-powered cosmic ray, and that is duly noted. 100 billion electron volts is something we've never seen. The Amaterasu is something else, if you know precisely what I mean. It rivals the single most energetic cosmic ray humans ever observed, and its power so absurdly quantumatic massive, it's like reality is served up, served and swerved. We're entering a brand new energy class. The telescope array in Utah's desert spotted it from its unknown dimension, detected it before we even thought of it. Far greater than any particle we've ever imagined nautical. Once we detected it and took duly notice, it's even a bigger bang than the hardiest POTUS. Comparing Amaterasu to typical electron requires some stretching, fetching a picture, but not some stylish etching that'll leave you in the ditcher. Any comparisons to Amaterasu is in effect a strain to keep all its energy in view. It's to compare the ant's neck on a graph with the extended lengthy neck of an extra tall giraffe. If an ordinary electron in the polar aura is 40,000 electron volts, or so we place the order, when we calculate this one, Amaterasu, expand your mind, you're in for a major hyperdynamic energy joule. For Amaterasu, I'm telling you, we're all the way around to energy profound of 244 exa electron volts. Prepare your mind for a shaking quiver. I'm not mixing, relaxing, meta-meandering dolt that makes you quiver. 1 exavolt is the kind of juice that even a megalopolis might really underuse. 1 exa electron volt equals 1 billion giga electron volts. Not the kind of juice you'll need to power up a modern magazine, but with a couple extra billion megajoules. Suffice it said, it's darn near enough to wake the dead, comb their hair and stuff. And old Amaterasu, I'm telling you, was 244 times larger, just a wee bit more than fit in a 3-car garager. They once saw a bigger one called "Oh my God" particle using a system quite scientific, even methodical. 1 electron volt. Let's see. Allow us here for a second. Okay, these massive particles come this way. Every scientist will want to say it comes from where, or it comes from there. It turns out it comes precisely from where the cosmic cupboard's bare. It comes from an area we call the local void, right where there's next to nothing to ever be enjoyed. That's right. It comes right from the middle of empty space, exactly where we found nothing, not even anything, not the finest trace. But such high energy beams should have a source. It's just that now we got nothing, which is a hard idea to endorse. And I'll leave you in that special place, the dinner plate, with one of my old friends, broccoli. I offer you this ode to broccoli. I love the tiny trees of old broccoli. I see old Gargantua, or perhaps Paul Bunyan, so substantia, devouring a forest hand over hand, barely leaving anything but gritty sand. Broccoli in soup leaves me droop, and baked, I think, a dastardly mistake. Breaking those tiny branches into kindling makes me hungry, especially when the supply in the fridge is dwindling. I will, on occasion, with a little persuasion, sprinkle some across the salad, and in so praise sing out a ballad. But make mine steam, the very stuff of dreams, and add a drizzle of salty butter, or a pond of cheddar's better. Just send that broccoli my way by dusty road or old highway. Just pass me another, please, brother. My ode to broccoli.